Hello everybody, Morph here, and welcome to the first ever episode of Solo Mode Saturday. Now, Solo Mode Saturday is a weekly series on this channel that will be showcasing our journey through all of the solo mode gates through Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. And I thought there was no better place to start than with the first solo gate, that being the Absolute Monarch. Focusing on the Monarch archetype. Monarchs are a archetype in Yu-Gi-Oh! That rely heavily on tribute summoning and activating effects by tribute summoning. The gate details here say: use Monarch spell and trap cards for successful tribute summons to activate powerful effects. The Monarch is the very embodiment of destruction. Obliterate all. That sounds very intimidating. Very, very, very foreboding. Alright, we will start with this first scenario here, and even though I've completed all of these before, I still think it's nice to go and retread old ground. I think it's nice to revisit the old solo modes, just see the stories yet again, and to share that experience with all of you. So we will start with this first scenario, and we will jump right into it. The Absolute Monarch. In this world, some beings embodied the concept of destruction. Their dignified appearance and behavior were like those of monarchs. No one knew for what purpose the monarchs sought destruction of the world. They wield their paranormal powers and reduce everything in their sight to nothingness. Yeah, very, very foreboding in this picture. Oh my goodness. Thunder booms before them, and trees turn brittle. They boil the mountains and crack the earth. They conjure storms and submerge all into unfathomable darkness. The world steeped in turmoil and rage, subsumed by violence. And when there is nothing more to destroy, they move to the next land, searching for further destruction. All that witness this great destruction shudder in fear. It is the fate of any unfortunate enough to be in their path to disappear in an instant. And among the destroyers of this world, there is an alpha. Its overwhelming power of intimidation lays other destroyers prone, and it possesses untold strength. Erebus, the Underworld Monarch. Erebus, the Underworld Monarch, sits on his throne in the darkest of darkness, looking on at the destruction of the world as if it were the most natural thing. Alright, that is scenario 1 and done. And we will now do a duel practice, learning the ins and outs of the Monarch deck. Now let's see what it has in store for us here. I vaguely recall this solo mode. I kind of remember, I think, the deck that we use. It's been a long time, though. This came out at the game start, and it's almost been 2 years since then. Which is crazy to think about, you know? It's 2 years have already passed since this game has come out, and it's just time flies so fast. Alrighty, what makes a Monarch deck unique? When your tribute summons are successfully executed, you will be able to use a range of powerful effects. Take on your opponent with level 5 and 6 monsters that you can easily bring out easily. I misread that so bad. Or level 8 monsters that have even more formidable effects. You can customize your deck in many ways to experiment with dueling with a range of strategies using Monarch spell and trap cards that aid with tribute summoning or tributing monsters of different attributes, etc. Alrighty, let's see here. Our opponent is going to set 3 cards face down. I wonder if we can view what they are. We are going to draw Idea the Heavenly Squire. We've drawn Idea the Heavenly Squire. Summon Idea the Heavenly Squire and activate its effect. Alrighty. We will normal summon it and activate its effect. In order to add an Eidos the Underworld Squire and its effect on special summon, we can perform an extra tribute summon this turn because of Eidos the Underworld Squire's effect. Tribute summoned level 8 Mobius the Mega Monarch. Let's see. Okay, so we can't see, unfortunate, but we will tribute summon these two squires in order to summon Mobius the Mega Monarch. Mobius's effect on tribute summon allows us to destroy up to 3 spell or trap cards, I believe. Alrighty, let's see what they had. They had Embodiment of Apophis ×3, and now we will proceed to battle phase and attack our opponent's life points directly. That is game. Victory is ours. Perfect. We will now go on to our first duel of the solo mode here. We will be using a loner deck. Let's see what it has to say. Special summon Sky Striker and the Tricky to secure tributes for tribute summons while utilizing Dark World dealings to replace your hand. Watch out for the card destroying Kuraz the Light Monarch. So it looks like we will be doing, let's see here. We will go random. Let's leave it up to fate. We are going second. And it seems as though we might be going up against another Monarch deck, a mirror match in the making here. Let's see. Any day now. There we go. Alright, so for our opening hand, we have 2 Eidos the Underworld Squire, 1 Restoration of the Monarch, and 2 Pot of Extravagance. Not the best hand. Let's see, they activate Gather Your Mind. You can add 1 Gather Your Mind card from your deck to your hand, then your deck is shuffled. Perhaps they're trying to thin their deck a little bit. In any case, we will activate Pot of Extravagance in our main phase. We will banish 6 cards from our extra deck because we don't really use our extra deck much. Oh my, that is not the best hand. We will... Oh boy. We will summon Idea the Heavenly Squire and... Oh. Because we have all our Eidos in our hand, we can't even activate its effect. That's not the best for us. Alright, our opponent will be activating another Gather Your Mind to add the last Gather Your Mind from their deck to their hand. They will activate Dark Hole, destroying our Idea. Unfortunate. And they will set 1, end their turn. Alright, we will draw for turn. Another Restoration of the Monarchs. We will activate Pot of Extravagance at the start of our main phase 1, banishing 6 cards from our extract, drawing 2. You've got to be kidding me. Oh my goodness. Alright, we will summon Idea once more. We will go directly into our battle phase, attack for 800. This has to be the most unlucky starting hand ever. Okay, we have to... I should have set a card. I suppose we will discard our Restoration of the Monarchs. We can't really use it right now anyway. Apologies for that. My computer was dying, so I figured probably be pretty good to plug it in. Alrighty, now let's see here. What can we do? Alrighty, in the start of our main phase 1, we will activate our Pot of Extravagance. We will banish our last 3 cards to draw 1 card. We will activate Reinforcements of the Army to add our last Idea. We will summon Idea and we will swing for 1600. This is the best we can do in this scenario, unfortunately. We will end our turn. Alright, we have got to look at the deck recipe for this deck when we're done here, because oh my goodness. Alright, we are drawing for turn. Escalation of the Monarchs. Not the best card for us. We will summon Eidos, and we will attack for 2400, dealing half of their life points as battle damage this turn. I guess if we're able to survive this turn, then we can just we can beat them next turn, and that is what is gonna happen. It looks like. Oh my goodness. So we will draw for turn. There's a Monarch, but you know what? We've come this far with the Squire squad. We will attack with our Idea, we will attack with our Eidos, and we will attack with our Idea for game. My goodness, that was quite the duel. Alright, but that does finish that duel. We will now look at the final scenario in this solo mode. Let's see. The advances of the monarchs who employ the very concept of destruction continue. How many countless worlds must they have destroyed? Lightning storms, blizzards, lava, and seismic catastrophe, all manners of destruction assail the world. As they advance, the monarchs grow ever stronger, perpetually pushing the boundaries of destruction. Their power defiles all matter equally. There is no way to discern whether or not the monarchs are aware of what they destroy. They advance thoroughly, expunging all that enters their fields of vision, no matter the scenery. However, in a land reduced to rubble, from the heavens descended a creator. Aether, the heavenly monarch. A savior descended as if a miracle to land awaiting its destruction. Whether this creator could be counted as one of the monarchs is unknown. The ground in which the creator has landed slowly began to revive. A day will surely come when this land regenerated by the creator will be destroyed again. Nonetheless, with no reward, Aether, the heavenly monarch, fills this ruined world with the light of rebirth. And that is that for the Monarch story mode, solo gate, whatever you want to call it. But we are not done. We will do 2 more solo mode duels with the loner deck. 1 try. If we lose, we lose. If we win, we win. But I want to see how these solo mode decks, these loner decks, can do. Now, this is a 4-star duel here, so we have to prepare ourselves for the worst. We have to prepare ourselves for a challenge, but I think we will be okay, as long as we don't have a hand like the last duel. Alrighty, we are against Yomi Emperor. They are going to start by activating a Celestial Observatory. They are going to place their Mobius the Frost Monarch on the bottom of their deck to draw 2 cards. They're going to activate Fiend Sanctuary to summon a Metal Fiend token and set 2 cards. Our turn, we are going to draw for turn. Let's see, we are going to set a card, activate our Raigeki in order to destroy their monsters. Excellent. We are going to summon our DD Survivor, and we are going to proceed to battle phase, attack for 1800 life points, and end our turn. Now, let's see here. In their draw phase, we will activate our Macrocosmos. This card is... I did not know that we had Helios in the deck. That's cool. We activated that card because all monsters that would normally go to the graveyard now are banished, and our DD Survivor has an effect that if this card was banished while face up on your field this turn, special summon this banished card. So basically we can recycle our DD Survivor once per turn, and we will activate our Fiend Sanctuary, paying 1,000 life points to summon... Oh, during our standby phase. Oh, so we don't even have to worry about the life point cost. That's awesome. Alrighty, we will tribute summon our Helios in order to summon our Chaos, the Shadow Monarch. Now, with this card's effect, we will be able to banish one card on the field. I think we will banish their face down card. And their card is Zoma the Spirit. A very frustrating trap monster to go against, because if this card is summoned and destroyed by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack of the monster that destroyed it. Very, very troublesome. So we will attack their... Okay, it's a Treeborn Frog. No biggie. We will attack their DD Survivor. And let's see what we have in store for us, what our opponent has in store. Their Treeborn Frog's effect in their graveyard does activate, the one in their banished pile does not. They tribute summon their Caius in order to banish one of our monsters and deal us 1,000 points of damage. They will attack our DD Survivor. However, our DD Survivor's effect activates, allowing us to resummon it to the field. Now, because of our Metal Fiend token, we will lose 1,000 life points in our standby phase. That is fine. We will activate Dimensional Fissure, and we will, let's see, yeah, we will tribute summon our DD Survivor in order to summon our Thestelos the Firestorm Monarch, banishing their card Advance. Now, what should we do? I think we'll attack that Caius, destroy both. The reason why I left the Metal Fiend token on the field is because we got our DD Survivor back anyway, and now we have a good line of defense, just in case they try anything funny. They decide to end their turn straight away. That is fine by us. We will activate our Metal Fiend token's effect, pay 1,000 life points, and however we will now tribute it in order to summon our Mobius the Frost Monarch, not activating its effect, proceeding to battle phase, dealing 4,200 points of damage because of our monsters, leaving our Yomi Emperor with 200 life points left. What are they going to do? Set one, pass. Not the best move, I'm afraid. We will draw for turn, and is another DD Scout Plane. That is fine. We'll summon the Scout Plane, attack with our Mobius, and attack with our DD Survivor for game. Excellent. So that is the first extra duel done and done. We will now move on to the more challenging duel. Oh, we got 250 Dark Orbs for completing that. I thought I had already unlocked that. Alrighty. Domain of the True Monarchs is a powerful card, enabling tribute summons and blocking special summons from the extra deck. Exploit this card to slow down your opponent. And this is it, the last duel of the Monarch solo mode, solo gate. Let's see what cards they have. Let's see. It's interesting though, because it said extra deck, so I'm assuming they have something to do with the extra deck, but it very well could be another mirror match, so I don't know. It doesn't matter though. In any case, we are going to proceed right into this duel with a decent hand. They're going to activate their Tenacity of the Monarch, revealing one monster with 2,000 attack or 1,000 defense, or 2,000 attack and 1,000 defense, adding a Monarch spell and trap card from their deck to their hand, activating Pantheism of the Monarch, sending a Monarch spell and trap from their hand to the graveyard to draw 2 cards, and now they are going to banish it to reveal 3 Domain of the True Monarch in order to add it to their hand, and activating its effect to... What does that do? Let me see. Okay, so while you have no cards in your extra deck and you are the only player that controls a tribute summon monster, your opponent cannot special summon from the extra deck. If a tribute summon monster you control attacks an opponent's monster, it gains 800 attack during damage calculation only. Once per turn, you can reduce the level of one monster with 2,000 attack, 1,000 defense in your hand by 2. Okay, that's not bad. We will activate our own Tenacity of the Monarch. We will reveal our Aether. We will add our own Pantheism. With that, we will send the first Monarch from our hand to the graveyard, drawing 2. We will now, let's see. Alright, we will now activate Pantheism of the Monarch's effect. We will reveal... what should we reveal, I wonder? Oh, do we not have the Oh, we don't have this field spell. Alright, that's interesting, but we'll add 2 Return of the Monarch and... Actually, no, we'll add 3 the Monarch Stormfront, because now they are forced to add a Stormfront from our deck to our hand. We will activate the Stormfront, and we also activate our reinforcements of the army. Now, because of Stormfront, we can tribute their monster as if it were our own. So we will be switching this vassal token to attack mode. And let's see here. We will tribute their Mithra in order to summon our Ryza. Ryza's effect on tribute summon, we can target 1 card on the field and place it to the top of the deck. We will choose their domain of the True Monarch. And I think we will activate our Pantheism of Monarch again, sending the Tenacity to the graveyard, drawing 2 cards. And let's see, we will activate Return of the Monarch. We will now battle, dealing 3,200 points of damage to our opponent. Looks like we're in a good spot, but I don't know. I don't want to risk it. I want to jinx it. They are going to activate their domain of the True Monarch. Let's see. Alright. I think we will wait. See if they try anything. They are going to discard a card in order to special summon their Berlenth of Firestorm Vassal in order to special summon it. They are going to reduce the level of their own Aether in order to tribute summon it. Very well done. Uh-oh. Okay, so now we have to activate our Aether's effect. Otherwise, their Berlenth would banish 1 card from our hand, being most likely that card. We will tribute the Monarch. We will banish the Monarch Stormfront in order to special summon, or no, normal summon our own Aether, tributing the Ryza in order to tribute summon. They can banish our Illusionary Snatcher, that is fine. Alrighty, now because of our monster's effect, we can now go, let's see, we can send our Prime Monarch, and we can send, what else can we send? Let's see. What should we send, I wonder? We'll send our Pantheism, I guess. Now we will go into our... Does this count as a tribute summon? No, it counts as a special summon, so... I think we will go into... No, we have to go into our Erebus. Now, unfortunately... Okay, we'll activate this card. We will banish... Oh, no, that was actually a misplay. Whoops. We should have done that before. But it's okay. Or we should have done that later, rather. They're going to activate their Pantheism's effect in order to add Return of the Monarch or March of the Monarch. We will let them add March of the Monarch because we don't have extra deck cards. There it is. They will go into battle phase, dealing us... Oh, they're crashing. Okay. Dealing us 2,000 points of damage from that vassal token being destroyed. We will activate our Aether's effect. Unfortunately, our Erebus has to go back to our hand. That is fine, though, because we will draw a card. Now what can we do? We will activate our Pantheism of the Monarch, banishing this card in order to add Restoration, Restoration, and Tenacity. So now even if we get Tenacity add to our hand, we can still get Restoration. Alright, we will activate our Restoration of the Monarch's effect to target our Aether in order to special summon it. Now we will summon our... I think we will summon our Idea, activate Idea's effect in order to special summon the Eideos from our deck to the field. We will now tribute summon those two in order to summon our Erebus, the Underworld Monarch. Now let's see. what should we do? We will activate Idea's effect. We will act in order to, what does it add? Okay, we can add one to our hand. We will choose, oh, so many options. We will add our tenacity, why not? We will activate our Erebus's effect, and we will activate our return of the monarch in order to add one monarch monster. Oh, 2000 attack, 1000 defense, essentially a monarch monster from our deck to our hand. And we will also activate our illusionary snatcher. When we tribute summon a monster, we can special summon this card from our hand, and if we do, the attribute, type, and level of this card become the same as that tribute summon monster. So we will special summon the illusionary snatcher, activate return of the monarchs to add the Zaborg from our deck to our hand, and Erebus allows us to send the Monarch Stormfront and the Prime Monarch from our deck to the graveyard in order to, let's see. No, we will choose to shuffle their Aether into their deck. Idea adds our Tenacity. Let's see what else we can do. Let's see. I think we'll activate our Prime Monarch's effect in order to banish the Tenacity of Monarch in order to special summon it to the field. Switch that into attack mode. That is 6,200 points of damage, and that is game. Illusionary Snatcher attacks. Oh, I forgot about that. They have that card as well. That was a misplay on my part. We will attack with the Erebus, attack with the Prime Monarch in order to deal 1,000 points of damage, ending our turn. It seems though they are running out of options, though. They draw for turn as they set, what is it? They special summon a Esker, a Frost Vassal, special summon the Mobius Frost Mark in order to destroy our spell and traps. Going into battle, attacking our Erebus. Oh, that was a good move. Right, we will activate Erebus's effect in order to discard one Monarch spell and trap. And let's see what it does here. I'm unfamiliar with the Monarch cards. We will add our Ryza from our graveyard to our hand. Righty. Ooh, wait, hold on. Is it target? It is target. It's not good for us. We will activate our Edeos' effect in order to banish itself to special summon a Idea from our graveyard. We will activate Idea's effect in order to special summon a Edeos, and now we will activate Edeos' effect to tribute summon once again this turn. Is it if they battle? Attacks an opponent's monster. Okay, so we're still okay. We'll activate Pantheism of the Monarch, banishing it in order to add, doesn't really matter, one of our Monarch cards from our deck to our hand. Like I said, doesn't really matter. We will now tribute summon these two Squires in order to summon Erebus. Erebus's effect activates. We will also activate Idea's effect in order to target Tenacity. And let's see. I think that's fine. Oh, we should have activated Return of Monarchs first, but it's fine. Erebus's effect. We will send two Monarch cards from our deck to the graveyard, and we will shuffle back that Mobius. Now we will activate Return of the Monarchs, and we will tribute summon one of the Prime Monarch in order to summon Ryza. Activate Ryza's effect in order to return their Mark of the Monarch to the top of their deck. Activate our Return of the Monarchs to add a Monarch card from our deck to our hand. Let's see. We will add Mobius. Alright, and we will now, let's see here, we will now battle with our Erebus first because they still have that Prime Monarch in their graveyard. Oh no, they're waiting to use it, aren't they? Yep, there it is. Gosh darn. Alright, we'll activate ours as well. No point in not. We will banish our Stormfront. Alright, it seems as though finally they are out of options. We cannot do anything for the rest of this turn though. However, we will end our turn there and we will see what they Can do not much. We know that is the March of Monarchs. They're ending their turn as expected. Draw for turn. We will tribute summon. Oh, let's see. Okay, we can tribute summon our Ryza then to summon our Ether. Activate return a Monarch. Add to hand one Monarch card from our deck. We will discard Tenacity to activate the Erebus's effect in order to add Ryza back from our graveyard to our hand. There we go. And we will add an Illusionary Snatcher, doesn't really matter too much. We will now battle with our Aether attacking, and now we will attack with our Erebus for a game. That took way too long. Alrighty, and that was the Monarch solo gate. I hope you all enjoyed those duels. It was a very enjoyable time, and we unlocked an icon, Erebus the Underworld Monarch, an icon depicting a monarch, destroyer of worlds, the progenitor of devastation. Do its eyes reflect the crumbling landscape of a world on the brink of ruin? But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's a lot of fun, and I can't wait to make more of these, and I hope you all